From Outpost Gray and Grant Thornton Public Sector, we provide you the Cyber-Fed News Roundup. Tech news that matters.
Hello and happy Friday, September 2nd, 2022. I'm your host, Jack Scott. Today, I am providing you the Cyber-Fed News Roundup for the week of August 29th. Let's get into it. Experts are warning against the impending threat quantum computing brings with its advancements. One of the critical concerns is the ability of quantum computing to crack public key encryption, an encryption method created in the 1970s by two Sandford mathematicians. Today, it is used in many things, including application and internet security. The concern behind quantum computing is its known ability to crack public key encryption within seconds. The White House, in partnership with organizations like NIST, have already been working to combat this threat. In July of this year, Congress passed the Quantum Computing Cybersecurity Preparedness Act to encourage federal organizations to begin initiatives to become quantum resilient. NIST has selected 4 quantum encryptions that will become part of their post-quantum cryptographic standard and can be used in various networks. It looks like the Office of the National Cyber Director is hiring. Since the signing of the CHIPS Act, a law signed in early August is focused on reducing U.S. reliance on makers of microchips and semiconductors out of China and moving work back to the United States. With these big moves, the ONCD need 2 critical staff members to help move the initiative forward. The first position is for a supply chain and technology security director responsible for formulating, coordinating, and implementing policies related to supply chain and security of tech, software, hardware, and services. The other is for a director of cyber policy and programs, responsible for planning and coordinating the development and implementation of U.S. national cyber policy. 2 long-term allies team up to secure critical financial infrastructures. A new collaborative effort is underway between the U.S. Treasury Department and Israel's Ministry of Finance, designed to secure the financial infrastructure of both countries. A memorandum of understanding was recently signed, stating that both countries will work together to secure critical infrastructure from ransomware and other cyber attacks. The most important aspect is improving communication and information sharing between the 2 countries. The partnership was formed last year and culminated this past June. A statement was provided by the Treasury Deputy Secretary, who expressed enthusiasm by saying, "We are pleased to have the government of Israel as partners in our global effort to stop ransomware." Former intelligent DoD professionals were punished for activities conducted in UAE. On August 29th, the 3 former intelligence DoD employees were punished by the Department of State under provisions of the International Tariff and Arms Regulation and the Arms Export Control Act. The alleged activities occurred between 2016 and 19 and involved employees giving electronic systems, equipment, and software to the government of UAE without proper authorization. These 3 were charged last year and agreed to pay a fine of $1.68 million instead of prosecution. Also in the agreement, they are barred from participating in any ITAR activities for a period of 3 years. After that, they may reapply for an ITAR status. France's highest administrative court has to convince French citizens they are not killer robots. A report came out this week from the French court debunking the thought that artificial intelligence will take over humanity. The group attempted to demystify concerns around singularity and using technology to outsmart and control humanity. The French State Council added, "All scientists that we have talked to think that singularity is a fantasy, pure and simple, and it amounts to mere marketing." AI is being used as a tool to secure the supply chain and reduce organizational risk. After SolarWinds breach in December 2020, lawmakers and agencies had supply chain risk at the forefront of their minds. In January 2021, the U.S. government established the Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification Accreditation Body, creating a cybersecurity standard for vendors who wanted to continue working in the federal space. Today, agencies are realizing that trusting third-party vendors is more challenging than they realized. The General Service Administration is beginning to use artificial intelligence to do a pre-award assessment of a vendor. The goal of these pre-award reviews is to protect both agencies and the industry before they get on schedule. In the past year, GSA has identified 20 findings that help secure its critical infrastructure. And that concludes your Cyber-Fed News Roundup for the week of August 29th. I hope you enjoyed what you heard here. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and please share this out with others. And I will see you all next week.